Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone, it's me again, Nur Irdina binti Muhammad Fahmi from SK Bahagia Tawa.
Assalamualaikum everyone. Hi, it's me again too, Dhia Dhuha binti Asrul Sani, and also from SK Bahagia Tawa.
So, for the final task, which is the special project, we are going to share some information regarding climate change.
Ooh, interesting. We are also going to discuss everything about it.
So, hopefully you guys will gain some useful insights, and
The most important thing is the awareness of climate change and
of course our part preventing effects of climate change.
so without further ado, let's get started.
Firstly, I'm going to share with you what is climate. Climate change refers to the changes of Earth's weather. Due to the increase in the temperature of Earth's atmosphere that is caused by the increasing of carbon dioxide. Climate change causes global warming, which leads to rising sea levels, shrinking mountain glaciers, ice melting, especially in Antarctica and the Arctic. Dhuha, can you explain what causes climate change?
Of course, Irdina. So you must be wondering what causes such problem as the climate change. Well, the main causes of climate change is what we call the greenhouse effects. Well, let me explain to you through the simple animation here. The excessive amount of carbon dioxide in our Earth is trapping heat, causing the greenhouse effect, and the Earth's temperature is rising. Guess who can contribute to the excessive carbon dioxide? Humans! Us! Can you believe it? Obviously, the human activities, mainly the burning of fossil fuels, for example, smokes from the factories, smokes emission from cars and transportation, causing the excessive amounts of carbon dioxide leads to the greenhouse effects. This causes the rise of Earth's temperature. When the Earth gets hotter, it leads for the weather to change. This can be such a big problem. So, Irdina, can you tell us what the effects of the climate change is in the long run?
Certainly, Dhuha. For your information, there are a few major impacts of climate change in the long run if humans continue to cause greenhouse effects. Climate change could lead to flooding because of the continuous rainfall. Some areas that receive excessive rainfall may lead to severe flood. As we all know, flood causes loss of life, shelters, property destroyed, and of course, risk of contaminated water and fatal illness. The Earth's temperature rising causes the ice in the Arctic and Antarctica melting at an alarming rate. This could also lead to rising of sea level. Imagine in the near future, some places or countries probably sink because of the rising sea level. Scary! Climate change that causes temperature to rise may also lead to the animal or plant's extinction. Certain species cannot stand warmer temperature, thus may eventually die. Flora and fauna that are endangered because of climate change includes polar bear, penguin, even koalas, sea turtles, dragon tree, baobab tree, and certain types of orchid. Scary thing is, even human, us, If climate change continues to become worse, imagine our life in the near future. We surely can't survive the drastic change of weathers.
In addition to that, there are a few negative effects of the climate change, which may lead to drought, loss of water sources, diseases, and illnesses because of the heat, erosion in coastal areas, and many more.
You are right, Dhia Dhuha. There is nothing good coming out of climate change. But instead of horrifying impacts, we need to act now. So, Dhia Dhuha, do share with us how can we help to prevent or limit climate change?
There are, of course, many ways for us to reduce greenhouse effects, to prevent severe climate change. To reduce carbon dioxide that causes greenhouse effects, we can, instead of driving our own car, use public transportation more often. If can, try to carpool. That way we can decrease the amount of carbon dioxide releases from vehicles. Next is, of course, recycle. All of your garbage or waste at home, filter them. Make sure to recycle more often. Plastics, aluminium, papers, and glass. Try to reuse things you already have, like tires can be turned into pots, aluminium cans can be turned into pencil holders, and so much more. And even some food can be turned into compost. Try to limit the use of electricity in your everyday life. Yes, electricity use can also affect the greenhouse. So if you did not use electrical appliances, unplug them from the socket. Then let's try to plant trees. Yes, trees help to reduce carbon dioxide. So let's all start gardening and planting trees. So Irdina, what is our conclusion for our discussion about climate change?
The conclusion is climate change is a real thing and a real major world problem. So everyone should act now. It starts from us and it starts from our home. So we need to play our part and try to do as many ways that Dhia Dhuha shared just now in reducing the greenhouse effects and minimizing climate change.
Yes, you are totally right, Irdina. I agree with you 100%. So let's all do our part and save the environment. That is all for our presentation, everyone. I hope you gained some useful information about climate change.
Thank you, everyone. Till next time.
Thank
Bye.
you, everyone. See you next time. Bye.